cannibalism, theft, and drug use. Arius, you came to with Gromek tending to you, going, "Are you okay, sir? We thought we had lost you."
What happened?
Well, you were shot by kobolds and then thrown down a pit.
Didn't anyone catch me?
I think they tried, but they were unsuccessful, sir. There was definitely a snapping noise when you hit the floor.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, so you're in a cramped, simple inn room. That's what you're seeing, Arius. Everybody else, y'all are at the Riverside Inn, outside the city. It's fairly comfortable, it's cheap, and the fare is quite simple. You know, it's like, we got bread, and we've got some oats, and we've got some more bread. And that's kind of it.
Oh, no cheese? Oh, those poor people.
No, they don't have cheese, in fact.
No, there will not be any cheese allowed in our party for a very long time.
That's not
No cheese.
No cheese. No cheese.
Not even goat cheese?
That's what got us in this place.
It's really just that specific kind of cheese.
I don't care. It was cheese. It was cheese.
All right. So y'all are here in the inn. The innkeeper is a skinny man, balding in his probably late 40s, with black hair. His name is Cawthorn, and he's been fairly receptive to y'all. You can tell that he is just happy to have customers. There's a barmaid named Melinda. There's a stable boy tending to your mounts, and there is, of course, a halfling who is the cook. His name is Norik, and Norik is decent. As Cawthorn says, he ain't never killed nobody, but the bread is probably the safest thing.
Now,
Yes.
quick question, because if I remember right, when I went back to the inn to get Arius, the others to get out of town, there was a message for me, right?
Yes, it was from. Oh, basically, it was just to to get a messenger to send to Mr. Fluffykins and Greyhawk.
Okay, I thought it was to meet somebody outside the city at the inn.
Yes, I believe it is the messenger.
Okay.
According to my notes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, the messenger is there. He's rather looks tired. He's like, "Are you Kara?"
Yes, you must be the messenger for Mr. Fluffykins.
Yes, I am. I am Fluffykin's messenger. So, can you give me the information you've retrieved so that we may get to work in Greyhawk?
Yes. So I'm trying to remember what all happened now.
I've got it. You give him the information.
Yeah,
that would
I'll tell him the information. Yep.
Okay, where all of the vampire dens in Greyhawk are. So he then gets on his horse again and says, "I don't know what you did to the guards in that town, but there were wanted posters all over the gates."
Yes. That's a long story. let's just not talk
Something
it
about
ever
a
again.
cannibalistic tabaxi? I don't know.
I hear tabaxi.
Yeah.
Not me.
As you look around, realizing you are the only tabaxi.
Ah, crap. Blink back into the corner.
Varg's over there sitting on a table with a drink in his hand. Is just like, yeah, well, at least you didn't stab him 37 times in the chest.
The messenger looks very uncomfortable at you, Varg, and actually, Melinda the barmaid kind of edges away from you as you say that.
Charles asked the messenger, "If I pay you, will you also go to Celine with a message?"
I can relay a message through my service.
Yes, please.
Yes, to go all the way to, you want the city of Enstad, the capital of Celine?
Yes.
That'll be 300 gold pieces.
I can do that. Let me just undo this real quick. So 5, there we go. He basically wants to relay the message that in that particular town we were just in, nobody from Celine is apparently allowed there anymore. Or at least the protectors of Celine are not allowed there.
Wait till the ambassadors of Celine get the message.
That'll be on Aris's head.
It's better to warn them at least than have somebody get shot and then told why.
Very good, very good. Alright, so...
for real life politics, too.
Yeah. Alright, so... y'all are now pretty well free. You're just sitting at this inn. Presumably Mr. Fluffykins will take care of the vampire problem, and y'all can go back to Greyhawk and find out where Gerald is when he's done.
Cool.
What about the one monk guy that we were looking for?
Gerald, yes.
Oh, okay, Gerald. All right, my bad.
No problem.
That's such a common name.
Yeah. Damn NPC name generators. Anyway.
And Gerald.
Yes. So, a wood elf bursts through the door. She's got an arrow sticking in her back.
Oh.
She collapses. She looks terrified.
Troll runs to help her.
Okay.
Heal her, get the arrow out of her back.
Okay, you remove the arrow and you cast Cure Wounds, correct?
Yes.
All right. What level? You're gonna have to cast it a level higher to actually cure this wound.
Oh, okay.
It is a
Bard can
moderate
help.
wound.
All right. I can cast it at level 3.
Can Varg
That's
help?
beautiful. Varg can't help the casting,
Okay.
unfortunately. If this were just straight medicine, yes. But okay, so you cast it. She's cured, and she goes, "I thank you." She's speaking Elvish. She's like, "The orcs, they caught us unawares. They came out of the forest. A horde of them."
Still having orc problems, I see, around here.
I'm from the north, in the gnarly forest.
You came all the way down here from the north?
Yes. I was in the shape of a horse, mind you.
Oh, so you're a druid.
I am. Though I am currently without spells and not too well to travel. My name is Darala.
Hello, Darala. Are the orcs attacking an entire civilization, or did you live alone?
They destroyed my brothers and sisters at the henge.
Mm.
I escaped to find help, maybe, but there was a dragon.
A dragon,
with
you
them.
say?
It seemed to be commanding them, telling them what to do.
Interesting. Do you know what color?
Green.
Oh, the green ones.
Varg kind
Sorry,
of. Well, what'd you say, Josh?
Sorry, I was just asking, is Aris in the same places?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're out.
Varg's gonna simply kind of lean forward, both paws in front of his face, and kind of eyeball Trell out of the corner of his eye, but simply say, "Well, a lot of bad things can happen when dealing with dragons."
I'm surprised the woman that didn't walk in looked surprised at Gromek then.
She hasn't seen Gromek yet. Gromek is tending to your stuff.
Okay.
We're gonna assume Arius is coming out of a room or something, or just now coming into view. Varg just tackles him. Arius! And Arius
touch me. You dropped me. Stay away from me right now.
doesn't seem to stop him. You disappear in a mountain of chest fur. It's very.
Arius tries to have a swig from his same flask as Varg is hugging him.
He doesn't try to get away, he just drinks.
Yeah.
Varg's just "Oh, I'm not a fluffy featherbed anymore."
I don't even want to know. I'm going to sit down and have an ale.
I mean, I'm just saying, apparently when you're unconscious, I'm a very fluffy featherbed.
Aris is not even looking at Varg. He puts his hand on his snout and just gently pushes him away.
Charles says to him, "You're very, very snuggly when you're knocked out."
The innkeeper comes up and says, "I'm glad you want ale, sir, because it's all we've got."
Thank you.
It's like paint thinner. It's like paint thinner.
Oh, the enjoyment of having something like that.
Yeah. I guess it's probably for Arius the near-death thing is coming out from a hangover, quote unquote, sort of thing. That's the best way I can describe it.
Nice. Well, is it the Archer thing? If I stop drinking, I'm afraid the collective hangover may well kill me.
Hangover.
Josh.exe has stopped working.
No, I
Is
think
anybody
that's
else
ours.
hearing Josh's robot voice?
Yes.
Yeah, same.
I thought that was just us.
Hang on, I'll
No, you're fine
I'll
now.
come out and I'm fine now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Basically,
Charles...
it's just
Sorry.
try to come to it, basically.
Charles is gonna ask the wood elf what size she thinks the dragon is.
Oh goodness,
About as big as a black one, maybe?
No, I'm
There's a
talking about
black one?
age.
I've no idea, good sir.
Fair enough.
Varg's just kind of smarting off because of the whole black dragon thing. He's not exactly very happy with Trill for making dealings with that black dragon a while back.
It worked out for us.
It did, but it could have gotten a lot worse than that.
Especially considering how cruel black dragons are.
I know.
He was very aware, however, that they could not fight that thing. So, making a deal with it to survive was pretty much the best.
Yeah.
She actually scratches her chin and goes, I think maybe a young one.
A young one.
Yes. About 20, 30 feet long.
All right.
Quick, maybe it's looking for someone. We can help it find them.
Green dragons don't normally want help. They want to manipulate.
I'm sorry, I'm just enjoying Petty Varg right now. He's looking up Green Dragon in his book, sorry.
Well, I can remember it pretty well, but just making sure.
Bearing in mind, I will often manipulate and alter the stats from, not stats, but, or actually sometimes stats and personalities, because I like my dragons to have,
Yeah, of course.
differences.
But if anybody asks Trell, he will say that generally the green dragon is not exactly as physically strong as most other dragons, but they're incredibly intelligent.
Intelligent enough to probably make a deal with.
Intelligent and charismatic, and they really like messing with people.
So a deal that will backfire, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Oslin will ask her where was the last time that where was the last time the dragon was spotted?
I believe it was flying toward Winterton. How far are we from there? She looks very concerned.
If we're in Hardby...
Well, we're near Hardby. We got kicked out of Hardby.
Yeah. You hear that blue line? That's the river.
Okay. Let's see, how far would that be? Like a day or two?
It's about a day to the Gnarly.
Okay.
Where was Gerald last seen?
Gerald is in Greyhawk somewhere.
It's definitely on the way.
Well, it's on the way.
Alright, so where are you going? Into the Gnarly, or are you headed toward Winterton, or?
She came from the Gnarly, right?
Yeah.
And the dragon's...
She got turned around in the panic.
Ah, okay. And the dragon's going to Winterton, so we probably should go there.
That's the last she saw.
Ah.
Alright, so y'all are setting out.
As far
Yeah,
as
that
I'm
sounds
aware.
good to me.
Okay.
Arius pushes himself up from the table very heavily and lethargically.
Varg helps him up.
Don't.
Catherine...
Don't.
Sorry.
Varg. Okay, tiny little elf man. I'm going to help you because I'm going to make up for the fact I accidentally dropped you. Accidentally.
Yeah, you can see Oslin totally trying to stay away from Arius and how bad he feels about it. He's like, hey, if Varg's catching heat for dropping him, I'm cool with this.
Because he's the one who threw him.
Where is Gromek at this point?
Gromek is coming out from the stables. He's been seeing to your mount, mostly because he thinks this stable boy Taran is a little bit lazy.
because Arius is thinking of using the militia as scouts to keep an eye on where the dragon is going to on a map.
All right. How many militia did you bring with?
I don't know, how many were there?
Actually, I don't recall you taking the militia with you.
I don't either.
I just meant sending a letter to the militia barracks and then them deploying around. Just a few of them, just to keep an eye on the skies and the cities around.
Okay, you send Gromek is arranging for your message to be sent.
Okay.
All right. So,
Would you like a piggyback, Arius?
I can walk, thank you.
Varg just like bows his head as you say, my liege. And
Don't
like,
patronize me.
Charles is making sure to tend to our depressed horse as we go.
oh, it's you.
And I brought food.
What was
Hooray.
what was his name again?
I don't remember. I think we just actually called him
You
Eeyore.
can call me Glue. I
Oh,
like to be glue.
no.
Maybe dog food.
Could we call him Boxer?
You can call him whatever you want. He doesn't give a crap.
I guess Varg's gonna like kind of like try to catch up with Trell since he ran away from Arius because Arius is being kind of crabby. So
How would you feel when you've been close to death?
I'm not the one that kicked you off the ledge.
Dun dun dun.
At that comment, you can see Osland kind of slowing down.
I'm also and you'll come to know as well that I am also not the reason why your good name is tarnished in Hardby. Ask the Hobbit that was half naked, if not fully naked.
Oh, this refined. I do miss the refined culture.
What would be the equivalent of being ran over by a bus in this week?
A herd of horses?
Squished by behemoth,
a
trampled by
carriage?
horses. Yeah, run over by a carriage.
Is there anything that I can throw at Varg at this moment?
And
Many small pebbles.
let's not let's not forget about the cat that was seen eating an arm.
No reply.
As you say, the cat that was seen eating an arm.
What? This cat was eating an arm? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Varg just has like this wide-eyed, like mouth agape look at you, Jolly.
Trial was just like, I was getting pastries. I had no part in any of that.
I was trying to run away.
Are we sure it was an arm? I just thought it was a snack, I was just having a snack.
Well, someone's tummy was making the rumblies.
Not according to the captain of the guard.
Yeah, but he's a liar.
that worn out.
They're liars. They didn't like her.
So we all
Excuse me. As y'all are riding along,
Uh-oh.
And bickering.
y'all hear something terrifying coming from across the plains.
Oh, God.
Orcish war drums.
Oh, God. Is there any place to hide?
Yeah,
My
second.
cat instincts are kicking in.
You're in the middle of a plain.
Varg,
You could possibly lay down in the grass, leaving your mounts to suffer.
Varg kind of like looks.
I can put the horse in a
I
trench.
flatten like a traditional cat and try and hide in the grass.
Gromek, by the sounds of it, do you know which clan of orcs it is that's coming to us?
Varg screams out,
No.
relative to yours?
I'd have to see their standards.
Okay.
Do I roll something?
So we're not aware.
Not yet.
So Graham, like, you're not aware that just by the sounds of it, if they're like cousins or long distance relatives.
No,
of
but
yours.
these are war drums. I do know that.
Fair enough. Okay.
You'd think that Varg would have been able to sense them. He can sense up to like 5 miles, I think, for orcs.
Well, he's too
You
busy
can
throwing
sense
everybody
orcs
under
from 5
character.
miles.
Yeah, he has something called favorite
Well,
enemy.
and actually, that's why I'm telling you.
Ah, okay, good.
Yeah, I was about to
This
say,
is
is there any way that we can
ridiculous.
tell how far they are?
Yeah, about 5 miles away.
Okay. I was about to say, we can't hear
Oh, the
each other,
drums.
but, like,
Wait,
is there a
wait,
way
wait,
that we
wait.
can, like...
Wait, if Varg can take like a moment to concentrate, he can actually tell the number and how and which direction they're going.
Arius was just.
They're
going to
probably
come
coming
to
in
his
this direction.
familiar.
Let's say, can't Arias do his little bird trick?
Okay, so we're gonna make the turn order right now. Varg, you're concentrating, right?
Yes.
250 orcs.
Varg says some choice words in primordial.
Okay. Makes
Just-
horrible shrieking metal noises. Arius, you're going to send up your familiar to scout, correct?
Yes.
I think familiars have a very limited range on how far they can go.
You know what? I'm going to go with cool and let him go and look around and come back.
Fair enough.
Just so he can see the standard. But if they're 5 miles away and it's on a plane, shouldn't we be able to see them?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can see them, which is, fortunately, while Varg was trying to throw everyone under the bus, he did go, oh, there's orcs, and everybody heard the drums, and you look, and you see this mass of orcs. Okay, yes, the standard is a black warg on a red battlefield. Or a red field.
Okay. So he really relays that to Gromek and asks what clan it is.
We should not be here. They do not take prisoners.
Oh, tactical retreat may be necessary then.
I was about to say, is there a way we can escape?
There's plenty of ways you may attempt to escape. Whether or not you will depend on your luck.
Well, what's the
All
plan?
right.
We're gonna go
Um,
east, west, south?
My cat instincts are very much. I just want to get out of here. I have no plan. I'll go wherever you guys tell me to go. Just point me in a direction and I'll run.
We should be able to travel pretty quickly with, like, Varg's ranger thing.
Provided you use rations and he does not forage.
Yeah.
Foraging does take time.
No, like Varg's okay with fighting fighting with a few orcs, but an army, no.
I don't know, like, Arias took out a lot of enemies before.
They're orcs. There's 250 orcs, Skylar.
But I'm also thinking because Arius isn't at full strength, his magic probably won't be as effective either.
Oh, it will be. It's all in your rolls. I'm not punishing you for that. However, you do hear a blood-curdling sound. You hear this deep, throaty rumble.
I imagine that would be the dragon.
I was thinking that.
flying over.
Yep, that's a dragon.
Fast, very, very fast.
What about your black dragon connection?
I'm not friends with him.
But, come on.
And that dragon is almost 300 miles from where you are.
Damn it.
So, Oslin just starts going east.
Okay,
towards,
you're
like,
heading.
the gnarly
cutting
forest.
east. Oh,
Yes.
that's west.
Or west, I'm sorry.
All right, so you're cutting directly west across the path of the army. Yeah, that'll work.
Bark's gonna take off on all fours after Oslin.
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna
don't have
follow
much
them.
of a choice. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we
if-
appear to all be going in a direction, so.
Yeah.
Arius goes west too.
All right. So, Oslin, you're leading. Need you to make a wisdom roll, but you have advantage because you're a druid. The main body of orcs.
Oh,
I'm glad you have advantage.
all right.
If you'd been a cleric, you'd be fucked. Anyway. Alright, so you guys make it to the forest. And let's see. Did the orcs. Okay, yeah. Alright. Okay, a group of 5 orcs on warg mounts have given chase to you.
Okay.
I
So-
imagine they are close enough to fight.
Yeah.
Well, you might be able to evade them in the trees. However, the wargs do have advantage to track you.
There are trees?
Yes, you made it to the forest.
I didn't realize we made it to the forest. I missed that. Sorry, I had it.
Well,
muted.
Oslin was leading y'all in the direction of the forest.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, I hide in the trees.
Okay, you make your way up the trees. You're hiding.
Bark's gonna follow suit.
Okay, you're hiding. Notice if you're not locked in combat, I'm not going to make you roll for stealth. Y'all are freaking professionals at hiding.
Okay,
You know
cool.
what the hell you're doing.
It's like,
I guess Trell is going to put the horse in a trench and just have like
Well, I was
grass
just gonna
over
say,
it.
could there be a way that we could like lead them away and circle back?
All right, that would take another, or probably for you a nature roll. To simulate just the difficulty of it, you don't have advantage on this one, but yeah, make a nature roll there. Survival,
could that-
whichever you've got.
Could that be something I can
Yes.
help with, like with
Yeah,
acrobatics
y'all
or
can
something?
help and provide Oslin with advantage.
Okay.
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 Okay, yeah. Y'all lead them off into the forest and then double back.
Yeah, that way no blood is spilled. We don't have any tunnels to throw anybody down at this moment.
I can always make tunnels. If you need tunnels, give me about 15 minutes.
15 minutes, though, is a hell of a long time.
Yep. It really is.
Okay. So y'all have successfully evaded the this war party of orcs. Irritated and finally depart.
Yay. I'm staying up in the tree until I see everybody gather back together. Cat doesn't trust it.
Okay. Has everybody gathered back together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I come slowly slinking down on the tree.
All right.
Now.
The sun is sinking, and the forest is already darkening.
Did we see which direction they were going?
I figured they were going to attack
I mean-
Winterton, and I thought that was why we were going, to warn them.
I figured like the
They were
group that
marching
followed us
south.
went back.
Oh, they're marching south from Winterton?
It's hard to tell. Somewhere along the 40 miles of forest that front between Winterton and Hardby. So.
Well, honestly, if they attack Hardby, I'm fine with that. We can't go there anyway. We cannot help them, and it's their fault.
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry for the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
Yeah, well. All right. So it's dark. The forest is getting kind of scary at night.
Aris is
This
going
this
to...
is not the well patrolled forests of Selene. This is a much wilder and more dangerous feeling.
Well, Aris is going to establish Galder's tower.
Joel feels kind of at home, actually.
Okay.
As well as Varg.
As my dear old granddad said, remember, this is nature. It is beautiful and it's wonderful, and the moment you don't respect it, it kills you.
Wise words.
Alright, so you've set up the tower. Gromek has set up cooking. And
Aris
so everybody has a nice, safe place to stay.
Yeah, Ozlin definitely goes into the tower. Is there like a place where there's like a watch?
there should be. Let's see.
I think there's an observatory.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where Ozlin will set up for at first.
Yeah, observatory with a telescope and maps of the night sky.
Varg's gonna like look up. Don't kick anyone down here.
Aris is going to go into the unused, unfurnished room, lock the door, to practice his skills with his rapier and rapier dagger.
Alright. Your swishy poke thrust routine.
Yeah. Poke thrust routine. In D&D, can wizards use any, like a sword to channel magic through? Like a wand?
I think you need an actual wand for that.
Actually, I think there is like an archetype wizards can take that will allow you to do that. I think it's an arcane duelist.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Look it up on D&D Beyond. I'm pretty sure they'll have it.
I mean, I have a wand if you need one.
I've been watching Ruby too much and I was just thinking of Weiss's rapier. Pretty nice.
Nice. Alright. So y'all are safely ensconced for the night.
It was cold, sorry.
Outside outside the tower you see several puzzled goblins. They're gibbering to it. Does anybody speak goblin?
Daria does.
Yeah, she
Daria
does.
does. She's like, they're really puzzled about why this is here.
I would be too, if there was
Never say
suddenly a tower.
uncomplimentary things about wizards.
Varg's gonna like poke his head out the door and like give a huge, big, toothy grin, just like, "Hi."
Let's take a look. Let's see how they respond to this.
Just like picture one of those big grins, like just full of sharp teeth.
Yeah.
That just creepy.
These 5 goblins back their bows and are like, "Don't come any closer!" They scream in common. "You stay in your weird tower and don't come out."
Varg's gonna like pick up his like just a random rock and just be like, "Ball."
Why?
No. Get in your tower. Leave us alone.
But ball.
We'll shoot you.
Trell like pokes his head out of a window. Varg, will you stop antagonizing the goblins?
He just slowly puts his head back and closes the door, going, "Ball."
Man, these things are weird. I don't know.
I'm sorry, goblins.
Elves are freaky. I think we should go.
I'm glad they haven't seen the other half of the trail.
It's true. Elves do fuck animals. Remember, little goblin, there are many hurtful stereotypes. So y'all are safe, happy, everything's good. So you take a nice long rest. Yes.
I don't know about happy for Arius.
Well, you're happier than you would be with orc arrows stuck in you.
Yes.
Okay. So, morning comes. Gromek and Daria have prepared breakfast.
Trell is very proud of Daria.
And the tower begins to fade.
I wonder if anyone on the top floor will know how it feels to fall down a hole.
You could dispel it at any moment.
I mean, Oslin's the only one up there, I think. So, karma's a bitch.
Too. But Hank's
I
up
mean-
there too.
I would think that if it was in the morning and breakfast was being prepared, that they would be down.
Oh yeah, freaking Oslin smelled that, and he was down first thing.
Yeah, right.
He is a halfling after all.
He high fives Gormac, calls him Big Spoon.
Yes, I am the big spoon.
Varg, Arius can attest to that.
I have now prepared bacon, beans, and porridge.
Best Big Spoon ever.
Thank you, Chroma.
Man, your mate must be amazed.
My mate?
Oh crap, what do you call them here?
Are you going to screech at us some more?
No. There's a word you guys use here for that mate is. It's weef.
Wife.
Weave?
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 Back in the Hell Furnace Mountains. I traveled to be
Oslin's
away
looking
from
at
them.
him with a porridge, like half
Traveled-
porridge coming out of his mouth. Weave?
Did you say I traveled to be away from them?
Yes.
You can't stand the orcish women.
No, I cannot stand my wives.
Oh.
I was saying, are there female orcs?
Wives?
Yes, there are. My
Plural?
wives, I nicknamed them Plague, Famine, and Death.
Huh. Oslin just thought you guys popped out the ground.
No, that's silly dwarvish nonsense.
So is one of them often diseased, another one eat a lot, and the other one, I guess, kill things?
No, they just bring all three things to my life.
Vox's could be like, Oslin, did your parents ever give you that talk about how, things are bored?
I mean, yeah.
Freya,
just
I don't know
there
what,
was female
what
orcs.
that
I've
is,
never
but
met
it's
one
loud.
before.
Oh, okay. I was just, because, Okay.
To be honest, owing a life debt to Arius is one of the best things that ever happened to me. I don't have to go home.
Well, if you ever get lonely, I'm sure Arius wouldn't mind being wife number 4.
No.
I hope we don't run into those 3 wives. That would be an interesting situation. He
As
secretly
long
hopes
as we
they'll run
remain
into it.
outside of the Hell Furnace Mountains, we will be fine.
Hell Furnace Mountain.
Yes.
That does sound like a place I would prefer to stay away from.
We're far to the south of here, on the edge of the Sea of Dust.
The Sea of Dust. That does not sound like a place that I would like to go.
Sounds like a desert.
No.
It was a desert created when some ancient wizards had a war.
Sounds like a very warm place.
Not at night.
Look at us learning more about Grillneck.
The Sea of Dust, as Oslin writes down.
Why are you writing that down?
I want to meet famine, death, and plague.
Well, I mean, we're on the edge of the Hold of the Sea Princes, which is a kingdom far, far south of here as well.
Maybe one day, when your life debt is paid.
That would mean I would be dead.
Really? You have to die in order to pay this thing back?
Oh, my life for his life,
That is
sort
a
of
life
thing.
deck.
But
Man, how fantastic that someone would risk their life in front of a... What? Looks at Arius. What was it? An owl bear?
Iris isn't even in the room.
Hey, knocking on your it's like, my lord, your breakfast is getting cold.
oh, little spoon.
Arius comes out, shoots a scowling look to Varg and Oslin.
Good morning, beautiful!
He's currently drenched in sweat and shirtless right now.
Case in point.
So you can see all the arrow puncture marks that are in it.
Case in point.
Do you need help with those?
No, not yet, thank you.
Bark's kind of like wiggling his nose at Arius. Varg's wiggling his nose at Arius, like, obviously sniffing him.
I don't think elf sweat would be that smelly in all of this.
I don't imagine so, no.
No,
No,
but...
the elf sweat would smell of lavender and orchids.
I mean, but...
I was actually thinking honeysuckle and mountain laurel. Those would be the two smells I would associate with them.
Well,
Just
seeing
like
as
sweet.
how I have no sense of smell, I have.
Oh, well.
Well,
New by
In that case,
L'Oreal.
for you,
you-
it's like peanut butter and bologna,
Basically.
But let's all remember that Varg is a Canid and doesn't sweat as one would normally sweat. So it's
don't
kind
think
of
he'd sweat at all.
fascinating to see water coming out of the body in some other ways than one.
All right.
It's like, why are you crying with your skin?
I mean, flat out, that's why he asked. He's like, why is your skin crying?
So, alright. So, y'all are just gonna hang out here in the tower for a while?
That appears to be what we're doing.
Arius is eating and then he's going to the washroom.
Okay, alright, you eat, go to the washroom, do your thing.
And he's teased the entire time, I'd imagine.
No, there's a door on the washroom. I suspect Arius is slamming doors.
Oh no, he's doing things very calmly. He'll keep this anger until there's a battle and use it.
Alright, so Daria is like... Driven elf.
Wait, what was that?
Daria says this to Trell. He seems like a very, very driven elf.
Driven is a interesting placement of word for him.
Varg leans over. He's just gonna be like, well, driven mad by us.
That's more accurate.
Yeah, he still keeps you all around, so...
Only for his own selfish gain, of course.
Even though we kicked him out of a town. Well, got him kicked out of town.
We did nothing. Pointing at himself and Trell, we did nothing. I won't name any more names, considering they got mad when I did. But of course gives like side glances to Oslin and Jolly.
No regrets?
Everyone makes mistakes. Sometimes being naked and eating arms are part of those mistakes, I guess.
Well, you make it sound like
Hey,
I was naked
I
and
had to
eating
have
arms.
some
That's not
nourishment
very fair.
somehow.
Varg, well, one of those mistakes is kicking your friend and ally down a hole.
I didn't do that.
No, you didn't, but short stuff here did.
Gromek leans into you, Jolly, and says, "Do you require human flesh?"
I
Or the flesh of
require
any sentient dude.
Well, that's kind of a difficult. This is somewhat new for me. I'm gonna say I decline to answer that on the grounds that it may incriminate me.
Well, I mean, if you require it, I have been known to butcher sentience in my time. I am
Okay,
quite
yes,
skilled at it.
I must have the sentience. I can't.
Very good. Next time we kill something that thinks, I will butcher it for you.
Thank you.
Wait, does it have to be dead?
It does not have to be dead, but
Do you prefer to eat them alive or dead?
I was about to
would
say,
rather
would you prefer
I would
them
rather
wiggling?
not have my dinner squealing or screaming while I'm eating it.
Very
It's
good,
like I
very
said, this is a very new thing for me. This all happened when I died and came back. I hate to say this, I'm being honest with y'all right now. Unfortunately, now because of what happened to me, I have no choice if I want to stay alive. So.
Well, I certainly won't
How-
judge you from eating dead things.
I just have to know, does it have to be limbs?
No, but their limbs are just easier to get.
If you ate somebody's organ in the middle of town, I'd imagine nobody would think it was human. Maybe we should get you a bunch of organs.
No, it's
It
remarkably
has
easy
to
to
have-
tell which organs are from sent.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gromek gives the shifty eyes after saying that.
Varg, we are a band of... Well, there's not even a word for us. Okay.
Daria
Miscreants?
is taking a sip from her flask. Miscreants, I believe the word is what you're looking for, Mr. Bog. Miscreants, but we have good hearts. Sometimes several, more than we should.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie with you there, Daria. Sometimes we eat those hearts too.
I think
no,
that's what
it
she meant.
can't. I don't. It's my understanding that it has to be flesh. It can't be an organ, but
Oh,
I
it can
haven't
be.
tried organs yet. But
I was gonna say, you want to try?
I don't want to really be doing this at all, which is why I was trying to hide it. Unfortunately, did not hide it very well, as by
No.
evidenced by our last thing. So, if y'all could help me hide it in the future and help me obtain them where I don't feel so ashamed of having to do what I have to stay alive, I would greatly appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Will do, Jolly. But just be sure it's not one of our arms that are being eaten next time.
And not in front of wardens.
Okay, I will definitely try to assist with that.
I would prefer not waking up with half of my arm being gnawed off by a feline. That would just be an embarrassing thing to go back and tell my, as you call them here, parents.
Your weefs.
Hey, give me credit. Back then I called them pants.
Hey, Kara.
Kara?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing while all this stuff is going on?
I'm just taking it all in.
She's still in shock from what happened.
Probably. Alright, so y'all are here in the gnarly forest in a tower. You then feel the tower shake.
Oh, is it dragons again?
Another
Well, you don't know.
screech.
Nobody's looking outside.
Another.
Oslin will look outside.
Varg's gonna follow, of course, making some primordial cursing.
The earth itself is shaking.
Arius, is this normal?
Arius comes out of the washroom. No, it's not normal.
Oh, you sound so depressed. I should give you a hug, but after this stops.
Can I
Earth-
make... Okay, never mind.
Hang on, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if I could make a check to see if this is a natural earthquake or if it's made by some sort of creature.
Honestly, I don't know of a check you would know, but this seems to be a natural earthquake. Alright, so you have a problem. The ground has fallen away from under the tower.
Oh god.
Does that mean we are currently falling?
No, the tower, being a magical construct, remains in place.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, the nearest land is 40 feet away.
We still have rope, right?
Tell me, you've got the character sheets.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
have
that was
rope.
to everybody.
I have
Yeah,
50
okay.
feet of hempen rope.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Well, let me do this. Because I should be able to jump that fairly easy. And I can essentially make a slide down. That way we can easily, tie it off at the bottom and we can all get down that way.
I could
All right.
technically
Hold on,
very
which way are we
slowly
going?
make a land bridge.
You're going across?
Well, I can jump out and land, and go, well, I can go from the top. Because how tall is the tower?
I'm gonna say about how tall?
Hang on.
How many floors is in it, Arius?
There's a few stories. Let's see. One, two.
Bedroom, let's see. 2-story tower made of stone.
So
Okay,
it's 20
so you-
feet up.
So I should be able to go from, the top. And that way, it'll come at an angle.
Okay.
It's
Can we tie you to the tower, please?
It's 100 square feet as well as the tower.
Like, tie the rope around your waist? So that way, if you fail, you don't fall to your death.
Do you not have faith in my ability?
No, I do. I have complete faith in your abilities, but I also want to be realistic here. And crazier things have happened.
I mean, throwing somebody down the shaft. I mean, oh,
That's
no, that
my
was
point.
I mean, if one of us has to hold the rope, we won't let Oslin hold it.
By the way, is the horse in the tower with us?
Yes.
Okay. Either we need to make
I'm not killing that horse until you're
Yeah.
ready to let it die. Even though it's begging for death every session.
You want to throw him across?
I was thinking of either making a pulley system out of ropes or me very slowly making a land bridge. Because if I can make trenches, I should be able to make a land bridge.
Well, actually, the problem with that is the bridge would have to have support.
Hmm.
And it would take days
Yeah.
of work.
Yeah, and I don't think that this tower is going to be around for forever.
I mean, he can keep
Arius
casting
can.
it.
You can recast.
Could Arius use Misty Step?
What does it do?
Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space.
It's 30 feet, but it's 40 feet away.
He would just be he would just be 10 feet short.
That ball that Varg has that houses car. Could he somehow
Just keep putting people in it and toss the ball.
Yeah,
It only works with car. Anybody else put in there would drown.
Yeah.
Crap.
Fair enough.
Hold your breath.
The other thing is, Arius could attach the rope to a crossbow bolt, fire it at the nearest tree, and they could slide down it.
Okay.
How safe is that?
How do we slide a horse down it?
Yeah.
Gromek could carry the horse.
I cannot carry a horse and slide down a rope. I'm thankful for your faith in my abilities, but I am not. I knew an ogre that could do it, but...
Oh, but come on, we want to see this, Gromac. I would pay
I'd
for
like
it.
to
If
not
I
see
had money, I'd
myself
pay you
fall.
money for it.
I would not like to fall down into the hole and die.
Well, you'd have the horse's cushioning, though.
Don't land on the horse.
Well, we don't want the horse to be
Till
hurt,
you
but...
hear the horse go, push me out the door. Please. Please.
I love Eeyore.
Sadly,
Well,
only Trell can hear him.
Oh, but still.
Well, Arius turns to Trell and says, "I'll slide out first. You dig a 10 foot. Oh no, wait. Can Arius use Misty Step for the horse if he gets Trell to dig a 10-foot sort of plank?"
Okay. Alright.
I also have a sort of a plan. Like, it's not a plan. I mean, this power is not used for this.
Let me hear it.
I have warding wind, which is a bunch of wind that encircles you. I would maybe think that if you were to use it on yourself or someone else, you possibly could glide while it's on you.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Pushing away from your body.
I just looked at something and I think I have. Okay. Can Misty Step work on 2 people at once?
Arius, you tell me.
It doesn't say how many people can use it. It just says 30 feet to an unoccupied space.
Okay,
Oh, wait, range.
It works on one person per
Does it?
casting.
The other option is Dimension Door.
Dimension door would work.
Because
You know what? Arius, you want a dimension door?
A dimension
Oh,
door
no,
would
no,
probably
this.
be the thing to use in this situation.
Because I was under this, I had this idea, but then I would have to worry about how much HP the horse has, because it's a risky move that I had planned. So but one person, so just drop the whole plan. Drop the whole plan.
So what does
Alright,
Dimension
so-
Door do?
I mean,
It basically
Yeah,
teleports
link
you.
dimension door.
Yeah, we're going to use Dimension Door, and I'm focused on the image that is...
But
The-
but where does it take us?
Oh, I just visualize the image.
So it doesn't take us to like another dimension. It just takes us
No, it teleports you, I
wherever
think,
want us to
like 300 or something feet away if you want.
Up to,
Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah,
you
up
can
to.
get closer.
can you change it on people? Like,
Yeah, you can bring along objects as long as the weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. So basically, Arius can take the horse.
Okay.
And then
You okay? Yeah, you can take the horse.
So Arius is going to fire a rope, a bolt with rope connected on it onto a tree. He's going to use Dimension Door to take the horse through, and then everyone else can abseil down.
well, what I was
Okay.
gonna say is like somebody go first and then like
Arius.
readjust.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hang on. What were you saying, Chad? Or Osland?
I was saying like have he can do that or whatever, and then someone like I can go first, and then like readjust the rope so that way it's stronger for the rest of the people to get across.
That makes sense.
Because
Okay.
I mean it's a crossbow. I don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna like hold
It-
Gormak's weight while he's ziplining.
So you're gonna make the shot, Arius. So I need
Yep.
you. It's not a combat roll, so it's just gonna be yeah, roll your attack and try to get above a 16.
Just my standard crossbow.
Yep.
Ooh.
Very nice. All right. You've firmly sunk the bolt into a tree.
Am I okay to use Dimension Door now and take the
You
horse?
absolutely are.
Right. So I'll click on it anyway so people can see what it does.
Yes.
So I'm visualizing the tree where the bolt is in, which is roughly 40 feet away. 50, maybe.
50 feet away.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Since you're trying to wrangle the horse, please make a concentration check.
Okay.
Can Trell help with that? Like to try to calm the horse?
Unfortunately, not with a concentration check.
Where's concentration check?
It would be, I think, wisdom.
Ah, okay. Wisdom.
I'm just gonna rule wisdom.
Would it be intelligence since he's a wizard?
No, wisdom is always concentration.
Ah, okay.
Sometimes it's constitution, so
Ah, Constitution?
let's do constitution.
Okay.
Nice, you make it. Does the horse?
I hope the horse does.
Yes, the horse does. Unfortunately.
Yay.
Right, I'll be quickly back. I need to go and let my cat back in.
All right. The horse weeps. But only Trell can hear it.
So I guess we're going to just like take turns sliding down this rope now.
Yep, that would be strength checks. Or acrobatics if you got it.
I was gonna say, would it be like a dexterity?
Acrobatics lets you. Strength is just kind of holding on
Okay.
and going down.
Okay, acrobatics.
I'm assuming y'all are adventurers and you have.
Oh, I
enough
failed.
of the Freaking! Oh my God! Oh Jesus!
Okay.
Make a dex save, Trell.
Okay. I don't think I did well.
Okay.
Also, the second acrobatics is Varg's.
Okay, Varg, you make it easy. Oh gosh, Trell.
Ren will probably futilely attempt to save him.
with his eyes bulging out as he's like.
Yeah, Rin fortunately is a flying creature, so.
Yeah.
Oh. It's not fun to. By the way, make a Constitution save for me.
Okay. Wow, okay.
Okay, you have the condition broken leg.
Oh man.
I know, right? That kind of sucks. Alright, so.
Are we considering the alternative here?
Oh, I'm back.
Alright.
I broke my leg.
So, it was a good plan. Trell broke his leg. Oh, let's see if Daria and Grobeck make it across.
Oh dear.
What do I need to do to try and see if I get across?
Jolly, you need to roll acrobatics or.
Oh, no.
Daria.
Oh no.
Oh, Gromek.
I'm not alone.
No, you're not. Hopefully.
I'm having a mouse problem. Give me just a second.
It's okay. Daria is hurt. Gromek is hurt. Let's see, does Daria make her con save?
You said an acrobatics.
No. Yes. Daria has a broken right leg. And Gromek has tucked and rolled and landed like a freaking paratrooper. He coughs up a little blood, wipes his mouth, and goes, "This is unfortunate." Daria, he looks at Daria and Trell. Your legs seem to be malfunctioning.
Malfunctioning is one way to put it, yes. It's a bit crooked. I'm guessing restoration will not help with this, or any of my curing things.
Actually, a level 4 cure wounds will fix broken limbs.
I cannot do level 4 anything. Yeah,
Okay.
that's next level.
Gromek is attempting. Alright, he is attempting battlefield medicine on you guys. And it ain't going well.
Would a healing potion do anything?
No. So they're down a 50-foot hole. So.
Well, we have more rope to toss down to him.
Yes, you do. Yes,
and
you do.
Gormak, can he carry 2 people up or one at a time?
I can probably. There's Trell. You notice it too. There are tunnels here.
Oh.
So forget the broken legs. Oh, tunnels.
No. This will be important. You are hearing sounds in the tunnels.
Yep, that's what I figured. There are things, I imagine, in here. Which may explain the hole in the ground, actually.
So.
Varg, how strong are you?
Varg's
Yeah,
like,
Varg, how strong are you?
Not very.
0 strength, if that's what you're asking.
He has a climber's kit.
I do have a climber's kit, so I could probably be able to get down there and get them up, but we would have to make some form of transportation system for the ones with the broken legs, because Gromac will be able to climb up, and unless you guys have really good upper body strength, I don't think you guys are going to be able to climb a ladder by yourself. So
That's why I was asking if you could.
They could make
put
strength
somebody on your
checks at
back.
disadvantage to climb.
I mean, if Grelmick carries Trell, he might be able to tunnel their way out eventually.
are we really
Yeah,
going to
but
go
no.
down
Well,
those ominous
as
tunnels?
you are considering tunneling more, see something familiar and terrifying, Trill.
Oh, geez, what is it?
A boulet. You know, the land sharks.
The land sharks that Varg tried to wrestle with.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. You see 3 of them.
Oh, no.
Fortunately, they're not ready to jump at you yet. But you do know that they can burrow at 40 feet per round.
I'm guessing
And run
attempting
at a
to
similar way. Go
communicate with them is not going to work, is it?
You guys have
ahead. You know what?
broken
You are
legs.
free to try anything.
Okay.
Wait, it's not a beast.
It's no, it is not. Is it not a
It's a
beast?
monstrosity.
Ah.
Let's let's
I can attempt to do it anyway.
okay, let Varg just make some sort of way to get you guys up there. Don't.
I can try to talk to them while you're doing
don't
that.
pull a
Try to
Varg.
talk to them. Alright, Trell. Make a charisma check.
Oh no,
The
charisma.
difficulty is 17.
Oh no. Okay, so
'Cause this is really not likely to work, but it could. You know, I'm not. Who knows?
straight charisma or like persuasion.
The persuasion doesn't apply here. You're
Okay.
not exactly using rhetoric and fine speech.
This will probably fail. Yeah, it failed.
Alright. Nice. Alright, so Gromac begins ripping salt pork out of your pack, Trell, or your rations. He starts pulling your rations down.
Fair enough.
So, sacrificing your rations, is he throwing it and causing the boulet to play fetch with food smell? They're actually running at that.
Wouldn't the rope that's connected to the tree have fallen with them so they have a way to climb out?
No, I think we just fell.
Fell off.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. They failed their decks to get across.
But if the tower's disappeared, where's that rope now?
It hasn't yet.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
it won't disappear till tonight, unless you dispel it.
Yeah, Aris, because it's got no use for it now, Aris is going to make the tower disappear.
Rope falls.
Who? Oh, the rope.
The rope.
Okay.
So, Varg, you're gonna use your climber's kit to help.
Yeah, I'll probably try to use that rope as a starter area. I mean, considering the rope probably only exceeded to the 50-foot mark, it's not going to be able to reach them, considering they're 50 feet down. He's gonna kind of. So he's gonna use that as as kind of like a beginning for a climber's kit setup.
Okay. So, all right, you make the climber's kit setup. You don't have to roll for that. You've now given advantage to anybody climbing out of the pit,
Yay.
which means for Gromet gets advantage. You and Daria just get a straight up roll as opposed to disadvantage.
Yeah, I figured.
So, strength checks, everybody, unless you got climbing.
Unless I got what?
Is climbing a thing in this edition? I don't know.
No, there's still acrobatics.
Nah, just straight up strength.
And athletics.
You can use athletics.
Yay. My athletics is better. Yay!
Holy crap. Okay, so you got a crit. Do you want to carry Daria with you?
Yes, I do.
Alright, you just wrap Daria up and just start hossing it all the way up the rope. You're like, Gromek follows. God, he rolls really well. So Gromek follows, and just as he's coming up, a couple of boulets start snapping at the end of the ladder. So, congratulations, you're now out of the pit. You're in the forest.
Varg.
Broken legs.
Varg.
Can
Can I-
Arius use some twigs or some wood to make splints? Because
Yeah.
he's got medicine on. Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah,
about
you got
making
medicine.
splints.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
same.
And if anybody can cast a level 4 Cure Wounds. Alright, so Arius, you managed to splint up Trell. Oslin, Daria's like, ah! Stop touching me, you little maniac!
It's like, shut up.
I'm sticking
Shut
out of
up
the
and
skin more!
I mean,
He's like he's rubbing dirt on it.
Varg. I mean, Varg was kind of like I mean, at this time, like, you know, Trell Varg kind of helped them up, and like Trell was being smothered by a mountain of chest fur. So, so Arius got that done. I mean,
Daria is biting on a stick while Oslin is yanking her broken leg with bones sticking out of it.
Can Trell attempt to help with that?
I was about to say, can Varg do
Sweet
that?
Jesus, someone please do. Let's see if
Medicine.
No, Daria's passed out.
Oh no. That's okay, I made a bad roll anyway.
And
Oh, good lord.
let's see if she makes this save. Oh god. Oh no. Thankfully, she's stable. Like, she's stable.
But
I guess I will
is-
use
is
Cure
the-
Wounds on her then.
Well, it's not gonna heal. Like, is the
It'll
splint
make her
taken
not
care of?
passed out, I imagine.
Yeah.
Is the splint's been taken care of, so we don't have to keep, you know, trying to help.
But she's passed out.
She's passed out. You can try to splint it again. As she passes out,
You did work.
as she passes, she rouses as you hurt her leg some more. She's like, "Don't let the cat eat me! Don't let the cat eat me!" Gromek is like, "Get out of the way!" And he splints it finally. Goddamn, Gromek! Gromek is the only person rolling well tonight.
Apart from falling down a pit. Anyway.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he at least delayed the boulet.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
Poor Daria.
That's why we don't trust the halfling with anything.
What do you mean? You made it. I made it. Like,
He scowls at you, Oslin.
I like how the ones with like the least strength did well and the ones with the highest strength did
The
not.
fighters just freaking fell. Two fighters and barbarian hit the ground.
The fighters tend to have more weight.
You know, that actually makes sense.
It's just now if anything starts attacking us, well...
Yeah, a couple of the strongest people have broken legs right now.
Which means you can fight standing up, you just can't move very well. You're moving at half speed and at disadvantage for like reflex saves.
well, can't
Well,
we put them on horses?
You've got one horse.
We have a
They
horse.
have one horse. Well, they can both ride on him, right?
It's a very
This
old horse.
is a plow horse. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming this is like, he's like, kill me. I mean, you remember Don Quixote's horse? You know, the skinny one, Rocinante? This one makes that one look healthy.
How far away is Divers from us?
Divers, hang on.
Divers? Oh, it's probably a ways.
It is approximately 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 40 miles to Divers.
Okay. And it's early morning.
Oh
Could
no,
be.
actually 80 miles.
Oh.
Do we still have a wheelbarrow type cart?
You have one wheelbarrow, yes. I'm allowing you the Princess Bride concession of one wheelbarrow.
We could attach the wheelbarrow to the horse.
I think that's what we did last time with Arias. And a dead body, so it should work for 2 people.
Alright, so you and Daria, the horse is pulling you.
I'll give you a massage when we get there, horse.
Could you massage me to death?
No, but I can soothingly massage you.
Varg standing beside the horse that is just is
Death
like
is soothing.
Varg can't hear anything the horse is saying, but he is standing
Nope.
beside him.
Wait,
and-
wait,
and-
Varg should be able to.
No, he can only
he
talk to
can?
No, he can.
No,
only
wait,
talk to
hold on,
canines.
there's a thing. Hold on.
He can only.
Let me open it.
He can only talk to canines. He didn't. He's not a druid.
Let me open it. Let's see, it's at the very end. Okay, 3rd level, primeval awareness.
Powerful link to beasts and of the land around you. You have an innate ability to communicate with beasts, and they recognize you as a kindred spirit. Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas to a beast in action and can read its basic mood and intent.
Oh, okay, so you can't
learn
like,
its
hear what it
emotional
says.
state, whether it is affected by magic of any sort, its short-term needs, such as food or safety, and actions you can take, if any, to persuade it to not attack.
So you can understand how the horse feels, just not hear what it's saying.
Alright. So you all make it through 20 miles of travel to the north.
But yeah, I was going to
Without
say...
incident.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. I was going to say that Varg was standing beside the horse and this, he could kind of feel it, but he can't hear what it's saying. I was going to say
Yeah,
that
you know the horse is very sad.
But he basically is sitting there talking to the horse as if he can communicate with it, saying, "If you're gonna fall over, fall in my direction and fall on me." As if he's gonna be strong enough to hold the horse up, but it's the thought that counts.
The horse, frustrated at you, goes, "If I fall on you, won't that kill you? Could you fall on me?" Alright. So, darkness is coming. Do you want to continue traveling? Or do you want to stop for the night?
It's probably best to stop because the darkness and the nighttime air might be too cold for the injured.
It's probably more
I mean,
dangerous as well.
Probably a good idea to stop and rest and stuff, but I mean, I can see in the dark. I don't need to sleep, so I can keep watch or whatever we end up doing.
I've got my tent.
Iris makes Gilda's
Nice.
tower.
Okay.
I mean, the
Tower.
tower's better, but, I still have my tent.
Yeah, I know, you prefer your tent. Arius makes sure there's fire. But if you can't be in the tent, you're injured.
I can be in the tent. I can just pop it around me.
Are there trees around?
Yeah.
Oslin ties a rope from a tree to the tower.
Probably best if it's 2 ropes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So they can shimmy across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arius is making sure a fire is lit for Darius.
Hey, hey, hey! You hear as you cast the spell and the tower comes up. A series of angry-looking pixies emerges from the forest. What the hell is that?
It's a tower.
Varks.
Well, I know what it is, elf. But I'm
Var-
asking, why is it here?
Because we are stopping for the night so we can rest.
Oh. Well, could you take it down?
Why?
Because it's in the way, and you can rest in our village.
Alright, that seems reasonable. As long as there's no funny business, you're not going to try and eat us, steal our things, or cast weird cheese spells on us.
Cheese spells.
That seems like an oddly specific statement, Sir Elf. What is your name?
Arius. Syrian.
I am Periwinkle.
Hello, Periwinkle. Are you the leader of this village, town?
Well, we generally just kind of have this sort of communal leadership thing, but sure, I'll be the leader.
Do you have any people that can help with our injured?
Yes, we do.
Thank you. Arius clicks his fingers and the tower's gone.
All right. So you all find yourselves taken to a sort of a giant tree, and inside the bowl of it is this fairly massive. It's hard. You can't. It's weird because you can't see the tree.
Mm.
Varg, you recognize you are now in the Feywild.
Ooh.
He just looks extremely happy and looks at Arius. It's just like, dude, we're at my home. Well, like not like my home, but like where I came from, like the big vast of my home.
Good for you.
Yeah, the sprites respond similarly. Neat.
I think Arius and this pixie is going to get along very well.
Yeah. Just like, okay, well, wow, you really buggered up those legs.
Yeah, we fell down a pit.
You should avoid doing that.
They never listen.
Some of them don't know how to catch people either.
Once again, a very specific statement, my friend.
Oh, believe me, there are many specific statements I could list.
All right. A unicorn trots up.
Oh, a
And
unicorn.
It touches Trell's leg and then Daria's leg. Your legs are healed. The conditions are removed.
Oh my god. Chell is just so happy to see this unicorn. Not because it healed him, but because freaking unicorns, they are just like the guardians of nature.
Yeah, so this one's here. So you have a unicorn, and there's a couple of Eladrin druids. Like, you know how Arius is a nice-looking high elf? This one makes Arius look like a dundering ape.
Question: would they sense my undead, and would they have a
Yes,
problem
they do.
with it? Okay,
They
I'm gonna
don't.
back.
They don't. They tend to avoid talking to you. They haven't been outright unpleasant.
Well, I'm gonna back away and kind of avoid it then. I'm gonna hide.
Sliding out of the shadow next to you is a very pale, weird-looking creature with big black eyes and long, lank black hair. She's wearing a black dress. She's like, "Stay with us."
I don't know who you are, but you're creeping me out. I'm gonna go back to my group.
You're dead. We're the Sluagh. You can stay with us for a while.
No, that's okay. I may
those
be
other fairies
dead,
won't like you. They don't like us either.
Help!
Varg's gonna come to Jolly's aid, and it's just like, hi.
This weirdo wants me to stay with him. I don't like it. Go away.
Three other sloth, just their eyes are big and shiny in the shadows.
Varg's gonna put it like,
you recognize these folks? They are unseelie fae.
Varg's gonna like put an arm around Jolly's shoulder, and it's just be like, hey, look, it was hospitable of you to extend such an offer, but I believe I'm going to take my friend, and we're going to continue our journey together. But again, much thanks for the offer. It was very hospitable.
So you deny our hospitality?
It's not that we deny the hospitality, it's that I've already accepted their hospitality, the hospitality of my group, and allowing me to stay with them, and it would be rude to, not follow through with my current obligation. So, thank you,
We
but
understand
no, thank you.
obligation. Here. One of them reaches out a pale hand and offers you a silver ring with an onyx in it.
Okay. Thank
Should you require our favor, wear it. She pulls her hand away slowly with almost this creepy stuttering motion.
So question.
Yes.
Trell he's never been to Feywild, but he has studied Feywild creatures. Can I make a roll to, know any information about these creatures?
Wait,
Yeah, sure.
Trell's never been to the Feywild?
Apart from going that one time with Varg, but, what do I roll?
Do you have Arcana or Monster Lore or whatever that would be?
I don't know what monster lore would be, apart from, maybe nature or survival.
No, not nature. Nature would not apply here in the Feywild.
Okay.
What about history?
History does not apply here in the Feywild.
I mean, I guess Arcana...
The only person that knows probably what these are, and that's if he makes an intelligence check, would be Trell, because this is his home.
True.
Oh, you mean
This is
Varg?
common knowledge for him.
Alright, I can make an Arcana
Oh, not
check.
Trell, Varg, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Alright.
If you make an Arcana check,
Okay, yeah, it's the
Definitely.
only one I can think of that would... well, I failed.
you don't know squat about these things. Though they are definitely going in your journal.
Yes, they're definitely going in my journal. I mean, he hasn't studied things quite like that. before.
All I know is that Kitty Cat is scared, and her, and my fur is getting poofier and poofier by the minute.
Can I
So-
Arcana just for the fun of it then?
Sure. These are Slua. Generally they're not a danger to Jolly, because she's dead. They will drain the warmth out of living things. And kill them. Basically, they have a constitution drain attack.
Yeah.
But they know secrets.
Oh.
And if you can pay them well, they will share those secrets with you.
Well, at the moment, Aris is going to be conversing with the quote-unquote head of this tribe, since they let them stay for... I mean, they seemed a little annoyed with the castle, with the tower, but there must be another reason why he let them in to stay.
Oh, why did we let you in to stay? Because I recognize you as woodland protectors.
Makes sense. Although I think we've been failing on the protecting of each other part lately.
That
It's
is
a
not
shame.
true.
Well, but you're alive.
Mm.
Do they seem like they're being honest?
Well, Varg will tell you that fairies cannot lie.
I thought these were pixies, though.
Well, they are denizens of Fae. They cannot lie.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they have to tell you the whole truth, but they cannot lie to you.
That's right. They can be very creative.
So say, is there any way like to see if they seem like they're keeping something or not giving truths?
You can try to make an insight check. They seem on the up and up.
All right.
I will say that Varg looks very, very at home here, and
As does Trell. I mean, he's like I said, he's only been to the Feywild once, but like his home had a portal very close to it, and basically just Feyrad creatures were all over the place.
well, I'm just basically making note of it because normally Varg's very loud, straightforward, and sounds like an idiot half of the time. Here, he seems normal. I mean, as normal as a Fey creature can be, but he's not loud, he's not obnoxious, he's not annoying, he's normal.
My immediate response is, as normal as a Fae creature can be, it's like, shut up, you without the belly button. So anyway, yes.
I will say that Kara does feel very, very awkward and does not like this place. Because, she's just a plain old human.
Can Varg talk to that weird elf that makes Arius look like a bum?
Oh, the Eladrin. You can speak to the Eladrin. Yes, she's there.
Nice. I think Varg's just gonna walk up and bow and extend a Sylvan hello.
Greetings, wolf child.
He's gonna speak Sylvan.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, she's speaking it back.
Yay! Just be like, I don't believe I've ever been to this part before. Have you come across my pack and any? Have you, or do you stay here, or do you adventure?
I have not ventured out in a very long time, but I am familiar with your kind.
It's been a while. Just hoping that I could, catch wind of them. Would you happen to have anyone I could speak to that could extend a message?
I may be able to get a message. Do you know where they reside?
Out of character, no, I do not.
There's probably a specific name for where his pack are, though. If there is a name, I imagine he knows it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Varg extends his knowledge of the location and everything that they would need to know. Because I haven't given that much thought.
I shall send a messenger. What is the message?
Just to let them know that that we just happened by, and I'm gonna be looking for someone, and I'm hoping that they'll have enough hospitality to help take him in to keep him safe, if at all possible. I know my dad will agree, but the female pack leader, she's probably gonna she's not gonna be very happy.
I will send a message of your intentions. I cannot interfere, unfortunately.
Of course, I'm not asking such a thing. I do understand that Faye that plane here. It's all for ourselves rather than them.
Aris is just eating grapes, watching this interaction.
Yes, you're eating the grapes. There's delicious, weirdly made acorn breads, all kinds of fruits you've never seen.
Trell is very happily just like observing any nearby creatures.
These tiny little frog-looking creatures are like, eat us!
Huh.
We are Metapons. We are born to be eaten. Please let us fulfill our destinies. Oh yes, please.
I'm not sure I'd be comfortable with that.
Oh, it would make us ever so happy.
Hey, Jolly, there's finally a sentient creature that wants to be eaten.
I don't like my dinner talking.
6 of them jump over to you, Jolly. Like they're like little cute frog creatures with big limpid eyes, and they're like, "Eat us, please.
I
Tell us
pick
whatever flavor you want,
one of
and we can be it."
I pick one of them up and throw it across the way.
You just throw it.
Because it's creeping me out.
Glorious death! It splatters against a tree.
Oh.
I don't like killing things, but I told it once I did not want to eat it, and it would listen.
Please, someone eat us!
I pick up the next one and yeet it away.
Trell tries to catch that one.
Here,
You do.
Trell, you catch it.
Oh, Sir Elf with the wolf legs, would you please eat me?
I
I'd be
bet
ever so grateful.
the horse is looking on and thinking, lucky bastards.
Yes, the horse is sick.
Varg's politely excusing himself and walking over, and he picks up the other one before Jolly can throw it, and like just pops it in his mouth and starts chewing.
Yeah.
Jolly's face just gets like the big cat eyes, you know.
Varg, it's delicious. It tastes like the best prime rib you've ever imagined.
Does it do anything weird to him? Because Jolly is very suspicious.
No.
Okay, then she goes to find... Who has the other one I wanted now?
There's like a bunch of them. They're all jumping up. Picture dementable Smurf-like frogs jumping up to you singing.
I pick up 2 of them and pop them in my mouth.
Oh my god, it's the best you've ever eaten. It's like the softest human flesh you ever found.
I start purring very...
Kara is thoroughly disgusted by this.
They told us they wanted to be obliging.
Vard picks one up and as if offering it to Kara. It's just like while he's still chewing, he just makes a sound at her.
Yes, sweet human lady.
No.
It's very yummy. I say as I pop another one.
Kara excuses herself and goes and vomits.
Vard just shrugs and pops that one in his mouth.
Varg, these are so good!
This one tasted like salmon. It's so good. Alright, so Kara, while you're vomiting, the unicorn comes over and nuzzles you.
I'll reach up and pet it very gently on like the side of the neck.
I'm sorry it says to you, I'm sorry you find my hospitality a little alien.
It's just not something that I'm used to.
It's alright. I can arrange to have venison brought to you.
Oh, well, that would be very lovely. Not necessary. I do have, my own rations that I'm
No
more
one
than
comes
happy
to
to
Irilla's
partake in.
rest. No one comes to Irilla's rest and leaves hungry.
Well, that would be very kind of you. I appreciate
Alrighty.
By the way, did Trell hear the unicorn mention the hospitality thing?
Yes.
So he just immediately just shoves 5 frogs in his mouth. The unicorn said it, so.
Remind us why we're in the gnarly forest.
We are in the Feywild right now.
Well, yeah, true. But we came into the forest for something. I just forgot.
All right, so I'm gonna put in my notes on way to divers.
Mm-hmm.
and wow. All right, so y'all overcame some pretty scary, life-threatening situations. So I'm gonna say you all have reached another milestone, and you've made it to the Feywild. I rolled randomly for you to encounter sprites, and next thing we know, we're here.
Yay!
So,
I love the Feywild.
well, and I figure I would just use every piece of weird fairy lore I'd ever read about, and just start throwing that in there. So.
I'm surprised the unicorn hasn't gone up to the horse and tried to make him feel better.
Knows, maybe next time. I was busy with too busy with the players, trying to them to worry about the NPCs.
Is it over?
Honestly, she'd probably just kill the horse, so I didn't. Just put him down.
We could have Jolly kill him.
Ah, my horse.
No, I would not kill the horse. Stop that nonsense.
I love the
kills
horse.
people, not horses.
Yes, I don't kill animals. Well, I killed these because they asked for it, and I was told they were very tasty. But other than that, I don't really kill animals.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
very
by the way,
much.
that is a completely made-up creation of mine. These little midipon frogs that has to be eaten. So,
They were great.
okay,
I loved it.
what's something weird? Okay, let's do that.
It made me think of this thing on YouTube, where there's this skit with a muffin that's constantly asking people to eat it.
ASDF movies.
Yes, I love those movies, but it was just you have room for a muffin?
I actually thought, I think of the cow in the restaurant at the end of the universe. The one that says, "I'll be very humane when I kill myself. I'm just making myself brain, so my liver will be exquisite, sir. Would you like it?"
Best part of that movie.
I've not seen that movie. I've only heard things.
Well, hopefully y'all had fun tonight. Next time I'll
absolutely.
get into what Hank and Oslin are up.
I'm just really happy about the Feywild.
Well, this is why Tina uses random encounter tables. I don't even know what's going to happen.
Right. I'm just excited to see this area because it's gonna open up a new it's gonna open up a new perspective on how Varg acts. I mean, considering what everyone's used to, now they're gonna if I have to relate it to something, if Arius has ever been to those nobility parties, it's almost like Varg's part of one of those.
You haven't been to nobility parties. They're boring.
No, but the way people talk and the way that the mannerisms and everything, Varg just seems to know how to act here. He's not being an idiot because he doesn't know what's going on half the time. Here he knows. He's comfortable, and it's exciting.
Cool. And of course later, bear in mind, at some point, if you have enough planar encounters and weirdness, you could end up in the Shadowfell or somewhere stranger.
Right.
Yep. And is it the Shadowfell that's the opposite of the Feywild, where everything's muted?
Actually, no. I like to think of them more as like, they're shadows of each other.
Ah, okay.
So like, one is the substance, the other is the shadow.
Ah, okay. I was about to say our horse would be at home there.
Not if you end up in Ravenloft. Nothing is at home in the Demiplane of Dread. The Demiplane of Dread, where things that were too bad for hell go. Oh look, it's horrible. Great. and look, more horrible. There's one place there that is entirely filled with nothing but talking animals.
I like talking
and
animals.
ruled by a particularly ancient, evil, and cruel crocodile.
Yeah.
Oh!
And you can only leave that land if the crocodile allows you to.
Ooh.
Varg
Oh,
forgot to
good.
let Car out.
They can let Car out on next.
Yeah. Carr can gorge himself on Midipons, which I'm pretty sure he's never seen before. He's like, these things are great, I just opened my mouth and they jump in. You thought he was going to get fat at Arius's place, wait till you see that.
What about your little dragon?
Oh, Ren, like, as soon as like, Trell put 5 of them in his mouth, he just started shoving them in his tiny mouth as well.
This would be Rin's first time in the Feywild as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Ren's never been here before. He's never actually seen another fairy dragon before.
All right, thank you all for the interesting plot threads with new fairy dragons and all that. So. All right, and you got to meet the Slaw, which are not D&D creatures, but I kind of like.
Ooh. Yeah, they
Okay,
did
well, I
sound
will see-
interesting.
Go ahead.
They-
Oh yeah, they're from a World of Darkness game called Changeling the Dreaming.
Hmm.
You can play them. If you want to be weird goth fairy.
Weird goth fairy.
Well, Sarex was sort of like that.
Yeah. Alright, y'all, thank you so much for playing. I really enjoyed running it. And I will talk with y'all later.
Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night,
Have a good night.